Okay. Oh shit. There we go. Live stream is up, boyo.
Yeah. Yiggity.
Alright, let's wait for some people to join in.
It's got 3 headshots. The bullet.
Right. No, god damn it. Oh. Builder.
Yeah.
When you can't post the link. Damn it.
I can't. I'm playing Resurrection. I gotta carry the team.
Well, you cannot carry the team, goddamn.
I'll post it to the one that matters.
Alright, we got people joining. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Damn, boy, your tapping sounds fine. Alright.
Typing sounds thick.
Alright, we'll wait a few more minutes until everyone arrives and then we can start.
They want to start smashing questions.
Yeah.
And
Oh, but the people that are joining, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's been doing alright.
we've taken questions at the end, so if anybody wants to smash a question in there, pile them.
Yes.
And
the more questions everyone has, the better.
know you. Can you like whip up a list of the topics we're talking about today, just so that people can
I think I can, but we have to. Right. We're going on my desktop, people. Oh shit. Oh, we're going on my desktop. No, you. Hey. Hello, welcome Ed. How are you? Are we talking about? Alright. Let's just do this and then we'll tell everyone. But yeah, there we go. We're ready to go. The vehicles and how? Yeah, we'll be discussing about it. Don't you worry about that. So, I think we should just start.
Well, good morning, fellas. It is 14th, 7th. I haven't done a live stream since December in the Doom DLC. And we're talking about the upcoming DLC that is probably going to drop this Tuesday, but might be dropping next Tuesday. Fingers crossed for this Tuesday though. And yeah, talking about that. The good times.
Alright, so unfortunately not everyone is here, so it's just gonna be a duo. Just like in Fortnite, am I right? Okay, after that cringy joke, let's start this shit. Let's start with our first topic at hand, everyone. First of all, welcome to the stream. Welcome to another episode of Gents Talk About. It's been way too overdue to start this. When was it? When was our last podcast again?
December for Doomsday.
Shit, yes, the Doomsday heist. The one that everyone loved and hated at the same time. But, alright, with that out of the way, let's just start with our first topic of the day. And that is the whole Nightclub DLC and how everyone is just so excited about this DLC. Like, thank God. Thank God we're not getting any militarized shit. Well, I'm hoping we're not gonna get any militarized
You say shit. That it's coming.
Nah,
it's
nah.
coming.
Nah. Explain to me how are they going to introduce a weaponized vehicle in an update that is surrounded around a nightclub?
I will give you 40 quid if a vehicle comes out in this DLC. I'll give you 40 quid if no vehicle comes out in this DLC without a weapon.
So wait. Are you saying we're placing bets now?
Dude, I guarantee you, he will have a vehicle with a weapon. Whether it's like the DLC of Doomsday, where we had machine guns mounted inside the grill.
No, but I'm saying like a vehicle, not for example like the Karakara, which had a gun, like a mounted gun. I'm saying a full-on heavy armored...
Like a tank?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get something with an explosive on it.
Explosive rounds?
Something like it'll fire a rocket, or I can feel explosives coming, or bombs. Christ, they love their bombs since they put them in the Smuggler's Run. They love bombs. On putting anything that flies. Oh yeah, just slap that on.
All right. Okay. What's your standpoint on this though? What, like, are you excited for the DLC? Is it like, I've been going with a theory that they got rid of the DLCs that everyone wanted. Well, half of the community wanted, which are the PvP ones and the militarized ones, and I think they're going now in the more DLCs for the entire community, which is in this case Nightlife or Nightclub, whatever it's gonna be called. GD Edits, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the FM Media family. A weaponized private jet. I can probably see that. I don't know why. I can actually see that shit. But yeah, are you excited for DLC or not? Because I
don't think I've been this excited for a DLC in a long time. Because this is a DLC that goes back to the proper thematics of the game. It doesn't stray outside of like trying to force a theme. You might think it is a theme, it's a nightclub theme, but I think much like Lowriders, this will actually add to the universe of the game and make it feel much more alive compared to something like Doomsday. And even though Doomsday was a great DLC in terms of content, it felt very outlandish. It felt very far-fetched compared to, say, Lowriders would actually just sunk right into GTA and kind of made its home.
Yeah. It's funny that you mention it, because how many DLCs have we seen so far that actually made sense in the game? I mean, 2, right? Because you had Lowriders. And like that they go back to their roots, like Lowriders. Now the Nightclub is coming up.
Yeah, I think the only DLCs that really kind of made sense were, say, like the Executives and the Lowriders. The rest have been very heavily themed, very kind of wacky ideas.
True. Even with the whole like weaponized system situation, where a lot of people are really don't want any weaponized vehicles in this, which at a certain point I can agree, but knowing Rockstar, they're kind of, the more I think about it, the more they're gonna introduce something for that part of the community.
It's not whether or not we're getting a weaponized vehicle. We're getting a weaponized vehicle. That kind of will we get a vehicle that will be used for, or will flip the meta on its head? That's the big thing.
All right. So if since we're talking about Nightclub as well, of course there's this now debate going around on the Reddit forums and everything, on the GTA forums as well. The whole release date. Where do you stand? Because I'm hoping it's the 17th.
I have. Rockstar's been a bit strange. So they have. It's been the first time in a long time they've actually pushed a DLC back.
Yes, unfortunately, this is the Allier intro. It's a playlist, so I mean, do you think the 24th is too far? Like, we've already spent like 3 months without a DLC. It's been 3 months that we had a decent DLC. Because I'm not counting Super San Andreas Super Sports Series like a good DLC. Like all the
every second DLC,
all the cars are broken. All the cars are broken in that game, in that DLC. Which then we'll talk about one car in particular that no one knows what the fuck is gonna happen about it. What are you looking forward to the most? Like the dancing. A lot of people are saying they're bringing the girlfriend system that was in GTA 4. Of course, Gay Tony is gonna make an appearance, so that's pretty fucking dope.
Actually, it's interesting you say about the.
Wait, what was it again? Because you cut out.
The girlfriend system. That's a bit of interest, and like, because I was thinking what did have girlfriends that you got from dancing. It also introduced introduced Nitros into the HD universe. We hadn't had Nitros since whenever the release of San Andreas was.
True. What? So you think they're gonna bring nitrous in the game or no?
I think it's gonna be more like a.
But that's more of a midnight club, though. Like I don't see the point of adding nitrous. Well, okay.
I think they're just gonna like curves on the car.
Okay, yeah, I know what.
But it's gonna have the little effect of the little.
Let's leave the topic of nitrous with the topic that we're gonna talk later on. I mean, it's a speculation, but a lot of people are saying that. Well, Fun and W2 is saying it as well, that There are some different codings and everything. So verdict of the DLC. Are you gonna be surprised? Well, pleased with a fresh start of a new DLC without like no weapons or shit.
We're getting a weapon. We're getting a new weapon.
All right. I'll just say that. Okay. So since this is a car channel, of course, we're gonna be talking about at the moment it's still a leaked car list that's all the cars that I've seen on this car list somehow make sense. Let's start with number one, of course. This has been confirmed, well, semi-confirmed, that it's going to be the EP3 stretch, which is of course a Hummer limo.
Well, that's been confirmed through the event week.
Yeah, to the event week, exactly. Which, yeah, speaking of the event week, if this deal, because these DLCs are saying that it's coming on the 17th, and then we have an event week that's gonna come out next Tuesday, which is gonna give discounts on the new cars. So what's gonna happen? We don't know. Could it be that we're gonna see the first time a DLC coming out on a Monday?
No, because of Sony, like the way they push updates, it'll have to be a Tuesday. But my concerns is that don't extend this event week.
Nah, people just want this DLC. The events week are literally running out of time. They don't have the attention span of a GTA player nowadays. It's so short that you have to bring out new content almost every week.
Just last week they extended the double money on.
Nah, the update is not out.
Won't release on a Friday.
So
But what they did, or Saturday. But we didn't get a trailer.
yeah, I mean,
If we're gonna get a trailer, it's gonna be on the Friday.
I mean, we didn't get a trailer for the Super San Andreas whatever until the update got released. So maybe they're finding a new way how to update the game without anyone realizing. I don't know. I don't understand the whole industry, like how updating the game works and all that shit. I mean, they clearly showed with the Martin Madrazos that they updated the game, brought in new missions, and no one knew about these, like zero. But let's continue on with the list. So, second car that was interesting is gonna be a Karen sports car, and according to this leak, is going to be based on the Toyota GT86. That if anything in this list is true, that's gonna make a lot of people happy, because not only you're gonna introduce the GT86, you're gonna bring also the Jester Classic, in my opinion, and I think they're gonna bring out a new model for that car since they didn't release it. So having the Toyota GT86 and the Supra coming out together, that's gonna please a lot of people. Then
the GT86, that's
a Super BRZ. That's a Subaru BRZ
Yeah.
Scion FRS. Which
it's a car that is gonna. It's a car that's of cars to come out. Rockstars pretty much have a policy where they release cars that people usually know outside of like kind of concept cars, because sometimes they feel wacky. GTA 5 is not over after. Someone's after saying it's not. The team behind GTA Online is a completely separate team than that behind Red Dead Redemption.
Plus,
and if you take a look at the sales for GTA, like it's not going anywhere until GTA 6.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly. So let's move on to the third car. I think this one I was more happy about because I've been waiting for this car so long. It's a gauntlet custom, but based on the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. If
that is definitely on the way. If you take a look, even at the last DLC, things like the new Mustang, you can see that they have their eyes open.
If they bring out a new version of either the Dodge Demon, the Dodge Hellcat, we're gonna have a lovely pair of muscle cars in the next DLC. The Hellcat was probably one of the more asked cars to be introduced, which, in my opinion, the Gauntlet should have always got an Benny's upgrade, and we'll be talking about Benny's later on. Now, this is also this. Woohoo! Okay, fourth car is going to be apparent. This is, of course, I will say it again because a lot of people are coming in late to the stream. This is a speculated list. Nothing is confirmed as of yet. This is a Benefactor Coupe. This is going to be the first Benefactor supercar, and it's going to be based on the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. Now, I'm a bit disappointed that if it is the SLR McLaren, because I'd like to see the Project 1 introduced. Because you builder, you showed me like this pattern that Rockstar is doing. Like they're like keeping up with the new cars and they're bringing them into the game. For example, they revealed the Valkyrie, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. How was it, like 2 months afterwards? They brought in the Valkyrie to the game?
Yeah.
Exactly, something like that. No.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them have been kind of keeping up to date with even like racing games. Rockstar does see
Thank you for
themselves in competition. They do see themselves in competition with other games. And keep on the trend. So Rockstar is going to have their eye games like Gran Turismo Sport and the Crew 2 to see what they've been kind of doing, and we'll follow suit. So if you see those cars in those games, you'll damn so sure be seeing a Rockstar game at one point.
Alright. So, I don't know about you, but should we speed through this list and then we talk about favorite cars, or... I think yeah, right? Alright, let's do it like this. So, there's gonna be 2 more pifters. These... Oh, yes! Of course, if anyone knows me, I'm a big Porsche fan. So, these 2 pifters are going to be based on... One of them is going to be based on the 904 GTS, and the other one is going to be a Carrera Speedster. So, basically the Comet Retro but I think it's going to be a Targa. I hope it's a Targa. After that, of course, this car was confirmed. The Ocelot Swinger is going to be based on the Jaguar E-Type. Then we have a BF, which of course is a Volkswagen. It's going to be based on the Golf Mark 1. The Terabyte, no one knows which one this is going to be. I think this is going to be probably a coil product. Afterwards, the Class A Virgo Custom, based on the 1969 Chevy Camaro SS. The NS Stafford, which according to a lot are saying it's the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, so it's going to be a sports classic Rolls-Royce. I hope not. Then we have an Albany. We haven't heard about Albany in a long ass time. It's going to be a 1959 Cadillac station wagon. Then, this is the interesting part. Do you guys remember the Bugatti? Do you remember the Bugatti concept that they brought out? The four-door Bugatti? According to this list, we're going to have a 4-door Trifade Coupe based on the Bugatti Galibre. I don't know how to pronounce this name. They have some very weird ass names. Then
it's probably French.
Yeah. Then we have 2 more Albany cars. One of them is based on the Hydra Schmidt Krug Grau. Am I saying it correctly? And one of them is a Studebaker Starlight Coupe. These are some weird ass.
Yeah, those are out there, and I think that's more kind of in terms of wish list than what's actually coming. Now, it's not like Rockstar to not put in cultural like cars, like you see them doing flying DeLoreans and the Ruiner 2000 kit, but that's where it seems more like a wish list than a leaked DLC.
Yeah, I mean, the more you listen to it, the more it sounds like a wish list, but it's been gaining traction for a long ass time, and this list was given by the same guy. Do you remember in Smuggler's Run, there was a guy that leaked a photo of the Vision GT?
I think so.
This list was brought out by that same guy. So a lot of people are like 50-50. Now, we do have the only Ferrari in this DLC, which is apparently going to be another sports classic. There's a lot of sports classics I've been noticing, and they're bringing them out like pancakes. It's going to be based on the 308 GTS, a new Pegassi supercar, which is going to be based on the Lamborghini Egoista, another sports car from Ocelot based on the Lycan Heart K. I think it's going to be based on the newer Lycan is it called the Lycan Hype? No, it's not the Hypersport. Is it called?
Where they have something like that, the Reaper.
Yeah. Then we have another BF, which is based on the Volkswagen Coyote X. Then we have a Vapid Speedo custom. This was apparently confirmed as well, based on the 1940 Chevy Cole or whatever. And then of course these three are the custom cars that Rockstar confirmed. Which is one of them is a new chopper named the well, at the moment it's called the new chopper, based on the Aerospaziale 342 Grazie. So it's Italian. Then of course the Waibatsu Mule custom and the MTL Pounder custom. Now, is there something in the list that's like got you hyped?
I don't mean to be in that list. The Gazelle is probably number one, and the definitely the Bugatti is number two.
The Bugatti is an interesting, because that's what it's. The thing that I'm thinking, is this gonna be the first supercar that is a 4-door? Because we don't have a 4-door supercar in the game. All of the 4 doors are up to sports class, and that's it.
I mean, no one Rockstar could very well be.
Wait, what again? You're cutting out a lot.
It could very well be a sedan that breaks the balancing in the sedan class for.
All right. True. One thing I'm not particularly excited about, the Lamborghini Egoista.
Yeah, out of all the Lamborghinis, they could have.
Yeah, out of all the Lamborghinis, they picked the one-seater
a Veneno.
No,
anything.
It's not. No, the Egoista was shown before the Veneno, as far as I know.
Sesto Elemental. I mean,
or whatever.
Or you could say the Zentorno is the Sesto.
Yeah.
But like so many interesting Lamborghinis, they just don't pick the most interesting.
Yeah.
Veneno is the Zentorno though. Nah, it's more like the back window.
I mean,
the Veneno has that kind of weird front on it.
I mean, they've been missing out on so many big opportunities. Like when they brought the McLaren F1 GTR and the McLaren F1 into the game, which of course the Tyrus and GP1 In my opinion, that should have been the only car that has its driver in the middle. Maybe they found a problem with the animations for the characters, because of course.
Oh yeah, they if Rockstar can avoid it, as with all game companies, they love to avoid animation because it is by far one of the most complex things to do when it comes to like modeling and designing animations. And we're talking multi-million-dollar companies will try and avoid use of animation if they can. They'll try and recycle that. To bring in somebody to model an animation for a car with a seat in the middle would have been very difficult for them, even with all of the money they make. Because there's a lot of issues that come with programming when it comes to animation.
We need a Formula 1 car. I think it will fit with the DLC. Well, no. I don't see that the Formula 1 car will fit with a Nightclub DLC. If they brought it out with the Super San Andreas Super Sport Series, it would have fit so much better. Because in my opinion, they should never have brought out the NASCAR. They should have brought out a Formula 1 car, because you literally have a NASCAR going around on circuits made for Formula 1 cars, which is that blasphemy and all that shit. Like, I've seen Goodwood. This.
Even if they gave us an Indy.
Wait, what again?
If they gave us an Indy car, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, but like, okay, if they bring out let's say they bring out a Formula 1 car now. Why now, out of all the times that they could have brought it out?
Yeah, you see, then you're talking about a single. Again, going back to the whole animation programming side of things. There's no single-seater car in the game, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, and the Egoista might be the first one of its kind, because I'm really tempted to see how are they going to make that car work, since the Egoista is a one-seater concept, and
they're gonna find a way. They'll find a way to put
2 persons in.
Oh yeah, just for animation's sake.
Probably they won't even put it as a one-seater and everything. If you can English speaking, please, that would be lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there are some cars that I don't, I'm not in particularly a big fan of waiting for. Like, one of them is that Cadillac, because of course that's gonna be based on the Ghostbusters Cadillac. Probably, of course, Rockstar love their pop culture references. I mean, if they're bringing a Cadillac, they should have brought the Cadillac CTS-V. Imagine having that in the game. Like, oh, the drag races in a wagon. Whew. But yeah, everything in particular you don't want to be in this DLC from that list?
A lot of it seems chicken weird bike with like 2-wheel steering, and it seems a bit ridiculous. It's based on some sort of anime or some shit, I don't know. It seems like that's why I'm thinking it's a.
Alright.
But
since we're on the topic of cars, of course, since I think it was either Blue Blitz or Buzzer that brought them out brought out the question. A lot of these sounded they're gonna be Benny's version cars, and of course apparently in the codes they found that the Furo, a lot of cars that we had already in game have a different coding that's the same coding for a Benny's car, as far as what I can understand. That's gonna be interesting because Benny's been dead for what 2 years now?
It's been dead since the
import export.
What was it? The Progen wide body on it.
Yeah, the import export.
No one ever drives anymore.
Import export. It's the it was 2 years, 2 years exact, because it was the second. It was a December update. Like, I hope they bring back Benny's, because that opportunity is like waiting, is just there, and people love the Benny's cars, and they're bringing out these cars that have these Benny's customizations, and they're not even looking good. Take for example the 190Z. It has the body kit, but the body kit is fucking horrendous. Like, people don't have taste, and they're still putting the body kits on, and it annoys the shit out of people like us, cause fitment is everything.
A lot of the cars are like have wide bodies that you don't have the option of whether they're there or not. You just have to put
but why do
or
they,
say like a lot of the race customization. It's like you can't get the McLaren F1 with GT without the kind of the what's called the tires. You can't get the tires without all like racing windows and all that. Say like the Flash GT, you can't just get a Fiesta. Yeah, I think whether or not we're going to get Ben, arguable, but I can see definitely a lot of these cars coming in the DLC will have 16 to 18 options for bumpers.
So you don't think we're gonna see a Benny's car, but we're gonna see cars with Benny customizations?
We're not gonna see Benny levels. We're not gonna see the heads. I don't DLC, or say like the Bennies. Although that I give it maybe a 64 kind of an actual Benny's car, but I can very easily see cars in this DLC with like 16 to 18 bumpers, usually like 4 bumpers with options between primary paint, secondary paint, and like carbon. Yeah, we're going to see, I say, a fairly large range of customization on the cars. The quote unquote Benny custom, I don't think.
Alright. Well, it would be interesting to have Benny's returning, because it would be, if they don't bring it out, it's gonna be like a very big missed opportunity where they can bring the life back into Benny's, because Benny's at the moment, like,
I think they're more afraid to put Benny's in.
You're cutting out a lot, by the way. Can you repeat?
I think Rockstar's very hesitant. Allergy retro car duplication bugs.
What? But you think they're not gonna bring them up because of the Benny's car? I mean, then if that's the case, then just change the codes on the new cars.
I think that's just there's more kind of.
Yeah, but then it won't be fair on the people that wants to see more cars added to that shop, you know? Cause why you have to spoil it for everyone else?
It's like the community are very much affected. The community very much affects how the game is played, whether they know it or not. Like whenever they were duplicating with the MOC, nowadays you can't get into the back of the MOC if there's a vehicle. to the rear of the MOC, and that's Rockstar's way of patching. Instead of fixing solution or fixing for solution, they just kind of have like this. It works, but it's a temporary fix kind of deal.
All right.
Rockstar have never really been the greatest for that.
All right. So, I think we can come to a close on that subject. So let's talk about a series that's is going to be making a return to the channel, which is all thanks to the almighty builder here. We're bringing back the Rate My Ride. Is it Rate My Ride or Feature My Ride? I think it's called Feature My Ride series, which is going to be a viewer submitted series. Basically, the way this series is gonna turn out is you basically join on the Aces High Discord server. Builder, would you kindly post a link in the comment section, please? And
do you want the comment section or will we link it?
If you can send an invitation link to anyone that's watching the stream. They can't do bennies without. Why bodies without bennies? It's because the footprint always. Of course, it always sucks. But it's Rockstar, of course, and sometimes they can't get lazy with it. So the whole Feature My Ride series, how it's working at the moment is you guys submit your favorite car that speaks or even projects your character the most in the game. It can be either on GTA, the Crew. At the moment, we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do it on the Crew. What other games? Forza. And all that. So, yeah, if you want to submit your car to be reviewed and also put
you can't post web links in the chat. It's gonna have to be done in the comment section.
Alright, we'll post it.
Or in the description
later on. Yeah, as soon as you join the Discord channel, you can submit your cars, and then you'll be lucky enough to be selected to have your car featured. With that, I think it's time to move on to the questions, Builder. What do you think?
Do we have any questions? Builder be asked.
Do you have any questions from the
as far as it is when
Need for Speed,
Nathan has access to the PlayStation version, but I'm pretty sure that Nathan can get on to say like the PC version of GTA.
Yeah, what we're basically going to be doing with in case on anyone that has it on Need for Speed is Need for Speed. We're gonna get the tool that's created by the lovely creator himself, Crowned YT. Is it Crowned that created the cinematic tool, or is it used by Crowned? I don't know.
I know it's used by Crowned, but I'm not sure.
This is a very cool cinematic tool where it basically allows you to have different camera angles on in game. It basically mods the game for you, and we're gonna be experimenting with that. Hopefully, the Need for Speed ones will be the 4K videos. So we're working on having 4K videos on the channel as well. And yeah, let's also talk about, since Builder, you wanted to talk about it, is the media channel that's gonna be coming out for Aces High Crew. Builder, do you want to give the more details about it?
So we're basically gonna have for the members of Aces High, where if they want, they can submit any of their content, whether it's photos to the Instagram account or videos to the YouTube account, so that you can kind of promote your content, but also kind of share it with people in the crew. If that interests anybody, that service will hopefully be available fairly soon, and hopefully a duplicate of this podcast will be the first video on that channel.
Yeah.
But hopefully in the future we'll have more live streams and some of the featured card.
Yeah, hopefully the live streams are gonna be a weekly thing. We know that we have taken a long ass time to bring out episode 3, but when GTA sometimes struggles to have content, there's not a lot to talk about, isn't it?
Not a lot to talk about for GTA,
Yeah.
unless you want to talk about other games.
Yeah.
You had Crew 2 that came out there.
Yeah, the crew 2 is good. In my as from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of mixed reviews about it, but we'll leave that. We'll probably leave that for another podcast. What do you think?
That is if the DLC isn't out this Tuesday. I don't think we'll be talking about the Crew when
If of
DLC drops Tuesday.
If of course the DLC comes out this Tuesday, guys, keep an eye out on this channel and also on the ISIS High Crew channel, where people will probably be live streaming for this DLC. So hopefully we will have channels for all the platforms: PC, Xbox One, and also PS4. So that's everything from my side. Is there anything that you want to say from your side, Builder?
Fingers crossed DLC this Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully fingers crossed.
Team 17th.
Team 17th, so yeah, hopefully Team 17th will win. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, with that out of the way, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I know there was a lot of you that came and went, but it's okay. It's okay. I love you, all of you. All right. You guys have a lovely Saturday. Keep an eye out on this channel for more videos. Thank you, Drama Alert Nation. No, wait, that's wrong channel. Okay, thank you very much, guys. See you later.